Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 2. Stay with me just a minute during this intro. After that, if you want to jump it and just go to the reaction part, just do it, you know, if you're not interested by the rest of my intro. But stay with me just a minute right there for that reminder that I want to make right there. I'm making reaction videos. You are watching these videos because you want to see my reactions during this episode. You want to see me being surprised, being shocked, trying to understand what is happening. You want to see me getting emotional or getting mad, that kind of stuff. How on earth telling me spoilers on the comments and even in private messages on Twitter can be a good thing because of that? It's gonna ruin the fun for me, but it's gonna ruin the fun also for you guys to see my videos and to see my reactions. Because I'm not a liar, I'm honest with my reactions, I'm not gonna lie, you know, and I'm not gonna fake reactions if I already know something because one of you told me a spoiler. So, for the first episode of Demon Slayer, rather of the season 3, I had some spoilers on the comments. Like I said, I even had one in private messages on Twitter. I was nice enough to just be like, okay, I'm gonna delete the comment, okay, I'm not gonna judge and stuff like that. It's not gonna be the case for the new episodes of this season 3. Not only you're gonna be deleted, but you're also gonna be blocked from my channel and also from my Twitter and also from everywhere. It's okay? Like, I'm not gonna repeat it again. Telling spoilers to someone I really don't understand. Already, you know, in real life with stuff that we are watching, that we are discovering and all, like really you want that much to ruin the fun for someone, I don't see the point. So clearly right there for someone making reaction videos, I don't understand it, like even more. I don't understand why you would do something like that. You're ruining the fun for me, but also for you guys. Don't you want me to try to understand stuff by myself and just, you know, to be surprised, to be shocked by the reveals that maybe I'm gonna have into this anime if I'm not guessing that in advance? Like, really, I don't understand, I don't agree, I don't approve, and I'm not gonna allow it. And so far, with the comments, I managed, you know, to erase these comments fast enough, you know, to not have the time to read really the spoiler in question and to really have the time to remember it, to analyze it and stuff like that. Like, you know, just to erase the stuff quickly. So far, I was just deleting the comments. From now on, you want, I'm gonna block you from my channel. I don't care if it's the first time or not that you want to tell me a spoiler. I don't care if you just want it to be nice and stuff like that. It's not nice to say a spoiler to someone, even more to someone making reaction videos. No, it's a no, it's a big no. Okay, that's it, you're warned. In a way, for me, I'm taking that as really, you're disrespecting me doing that, and it's really something that I'm taking personally because it's a form of disrespect that I don't understand. It's not just I'm against it, it's something that I don't fucking understand. I know that I'm talking to a minority of people. I know that you guys in majority, like 95% of you, you're nice, you're respectful, you're answering also by being careful with the spoilers because you know what is gonna happen, so you don't want to tease me with that and you're just saying, oh wait, you're gonna know the truth, you're gonna have your answers and stuff like that. Some of you don't know what is gonna happen and are just trying to understand stuff with me and you are telling me all of your theories and stuff like that. Don't be afraid, I know the difference. I know the difference between you guys who know the truth and who are careful enough and nice enough and respectful enough to not tell me anything. I know the difference also with people trying to understand what is happening and who are just seeing theories. In fact, maybe these theories are right, but I know you know, how to make the difference between people seeing series and people who are just seeing spoilers, like that. As you can see, it made me mad, and it's always gonna make me mad, and really, just so you know it, why I have that hate, that anger against the spoilers, it's because of the fact that when I was young, you know, when I was discovering Harry Potter, when I think it's number 6, it's the book number 6, yes, in which one of the main characters died at the end of it. See how much I hate spoilers, even if it was a long time ago that we had these books, even if it was a long time ago that we had these movies. Still now, I'm really being careful with that, you know, with that kind of spoiler, because when that book was out, someone, you know, really like 1 hour after the book was out, like really, I'm saying was out, like people could have it and could read it. 1 hour after it was out, I didn't have the time, you know, to buy the book on my own, that I received a message from one of my friends telling me that the guy died. And really, since then, I'm just so mad at people saying spoilers like that, ruining stuff for other people. How can it be fun for you to do something like that? How can you think that it's interesting and it's normal to do something like that, and that it's logical and that it's nice and that it's respectful? How? I don't understand. And I'm never gonna understand, and that's all. That's said. Again, I know that the majority of you, you're just nice, you're just respectful, and I'm thanking you for that, guys, and stay like that, and I'm encouraging you to do that. And yes, I'm reading all of your comments, and I try to like some of them, and sometimes I'm responding also to some of them, so thank you for that, guys, it's really appreciated. Okay, all of that being said, about what is happening, you know, into Demon Slayer, about the big things that happened during the previous episodes, for sure about Upper One, because for sure all of these comments containing spoilers were about Upper One. I want to say, you know, that I don't know who he is truly, even if I have a lot of theories in mind, even if I have the impression, like, it's just an impression, I have an impression that these comments, you know, containing spoilers were going on the direction of one of these theories. I can't say for sure that it's that theory, you know, which was validated by all of these spoilers, because like I said, each time, you know, I was reading the spoiler really quick, and not entirely, you know, because really people were seeing spoilers in comments that are so stupid, that's really the word for that, stupid, that really you can understand that it's a spoiler with the 2 or 3 first words. So I have the impression that it's going with one of the theories, but I'm not sure of it, and I don't want to remember all of these spoilers, you know, into the comments. Like, I tried my best to erase the stuff from my mind really easily, but I'm not gonna lie by saying that really I don't remember anything. Like I said, I have the impression that it's going with one of the theories. So I'm gonna continue during this intros to talk about all of my theories, and to not say, you know, that one is winning and not the other one, to not spoil the stuff for you guys, to not ruin the stuff for you guys. But I want to be honest with you guys, I still have all of these theories in mind, but one of them is maybe more important into my mind because I have the impression that these spoilers were going in that direction, and see how bad it is. So for sure, all of my theories were about Upper One, and what we learned during the last episode, what we really learned during the last episode, the facts, it's that Upper One met Tanjiro's dad, and he met Tanjiro's dad before this one, you know, having a mark on his forehead. So there is really something about the fact that he had these earrings, he had this mark on his forehead because of this guy, because of Upper One. But I'm wondering now about, it was Upper One before he became Upper One, or after he became Upper One. Do you understand what I mean? Because we saw how he looks like right now and he doesn't look like that. So maybe Upper One, you know, can change his appearance and he met Tanjiro dad, you know, being Upper One, and he gave these earrings and he did something also to Tanjiro's dad because Tanjiro's dad was nice with him. But you know something weird? It's the fact that Upper One, before or after he was Upper One, saved Tanjiro's dad. He said that during the previous episode. That guy who was already Upper One, saved Tanjiro's dad, gave him these earrings, gave him that mark on his forehead. I'm wondering, was it Tanjiro dad or was it one of the ancestors of Tanjiro's dad? We don't know that. The fact that still Upper One looks like Tanjiro's dad or one of the ancestors of Tanjiro's dad, they really look like each other, and we add right there the fact that Tanjiro's dad or one of the ancestors of Tanjiro's dad look also like Tanjiro. So I'm really like, maybe this is an entire family or not, you know, like maybe Upper One, before or after being Upper One, visited one of his descendants, Tanjiro's dad or an ancestor, you know, of Tanjiro's dad, and saved him and gave him these earrings and the mark on his forehead. Do you understand what I mean? That's where I'm standing, you know, with my theories. The fact that maybe everyone is related right there, like really, everyone in the same thing, everyone is related. Maybe not, maybe just Tanjiro's dad or one of the granddad, and Upper One just by himself. Something like that. And these earrings, I remember my theory about the fact that these earrings, people who wore these earrings, I thought that it was a group of people. But I thought that because of how Rengoku's dad reacted, I thought that seeing these earrings he went mad and all because he thought that Tanjiro was part of this group and that this group, it was, you know, a bad one, you know, maybe people working for Muzan or something like that. Now I think that Rengoku's dad reacted like that because he recognized these earrings being like the earrings of that demon. But I'm still wondering, you know, about a group of people wearing these earrings, and it could explain, you know, the fact that right there at the end, the Mist Hashira was really with someone wearing these earrings. That's it. That's really where I'm standing with all of my theories. Like I said, because of the spoilers, one of these theories might be true, you know, and like in my balance of all of the theories, I have more weight for this theory in particular. But see, I'm still thinking about a lot of things. I still have a lot of theories in mind and for which I don't have any spoilers. So really, I'm still gonna be shocked and I'm still gonna be surprised and I'm still gonna continue, you know, to make theories because as you can see, I still have a lot of questions and I still have a lot of theories to confirm or not. Okay, I think that it was a long intro, but I think that it was a useful one to tell you guys, to remind you that spoilers are not acceptable. It's really a sign of disrespect, and now not only I'm gonna delete them, but I'm also gonna block you. It was also to tell you where I'm standing with all of my theories, and really the fact that I still have a lot of theories, I still have a lot of questions, so don't worry about that. And that's it. That was a long intro. Let's go for this episode. As you know, I have my Patreon on which you can have these reaction videos about Demon Slayer one day earlier, and with an extended all 4 reaction part. I put the 4 reaction part for the first episode, and if we have a lot of episodes like the first episode, I think that I'm gonna put a lot of 4 reaction parts, if you can be interested by that. And yes, if you want to support me, to encourage me to continue to react to Demon Slayer and to other shows and animes, if you want also a safe place for the comments without any spoilers, it's on Patreon, because on Patreon we are nice, we are respectful, and I love you for that, guys. I love you so much for that. So if you want also a safe place to talk in the comments, it's on my Patreon. And let's go for this episode 2. I'm sorry if I was mad. You understood that I'm not mad, you know, at the majority of you who are just nice and respectful. And I'm sorry, you know, to have that mood at the beginning of a video. As you can see, I don't have that mood anymore. So I'm sorry if you had to suffer that mood at the beginning of this video, but I think that you can also understand why. Let's go. Excuse me, what? Same. You're not yourself, like normally you're so dreamy and all, like. The real Mist Hashira, he knows that. He knows about Nezuko. That poor kid. Excuse me? Not only you were physically attacking that kid, but now it's also the psychological way, like. Same, but I think that he's not himself right there. He should know about Nezuko. We know you. Yes. You are fucking asshole! The kid who what? That's a real hero. He's taking care of the weakest people. Huh? The guy with the earrings, it was a doll? Yeah? Huh? Ah! A mechanic doll based on upper one before or after that he is upper one. Yes, okay, upper one, based on upper one. Again, before or after he is upper one. Okay, that's why you wanted the key to activate it, so also you can train yourself to fight upper one. Okay. Okay. Yes, but he's one of the descendants. His dad or someone before his dad.
記憶の遺伝じゃないですか。うちの里ではよく言われることです。生き物は記憶も遺伝する。
I'm glad that you're confirming that. Like, is he fooling himself or not? I want to know that. I'm confused.
こてつくん、全力で登ってるな、こてつくん。人形のことは諦めちゃダメだ。君には未来がある。今はできないこともいつかできるようになるから。
That's how you're functioning.
ならないよ。人がダメなやつだってわかるもん。
You're not!
その代で、俺のせいで全部終わりだよ。
Oh, the mask?
投げやりになってはいけない。自分にできなくても必ず他の誰かが引き継いでくれる。君にできなくても君の子供や孫ならできるかもしれないだろう。
Tanjiro.
鬼になった妹を助けたいと思っているけれど、
You're gonna do it?
志半ばで死ぬかもしれない。でも必ず誰かがやり遂げてくれると信じてる。
You're thinking of that?
俺たちが繋いだ命がいつか必ず鬼物児を倒してくれるはずだから。
Maybe your ancestors, you know, your dads, your granddads and all, they saw to the same.
俺、人形が壊れるの見たくなかったけど決心つけるよ。戦闘訓練は夜までかかるはずだから心の準備して見届ける。ちゃんと。へえ、こてつくん10歳か。
Then
俺の弟は
was is dead, remember?
終わった。いい修行になったよ。誰だっけ。あ、この刀もらっていくね。
One of the swords of the door?
処分しといて。悪意の匂いがしない。わざとやってるわけじゃないんだろうな。
So if he doesn't remember you, it would explain the fact that he doesn't remember Nezuko also. Okay, so he's really himself. Like you're saying that he's not malicious about how he's acting. Still, his attitude and how he treated the boy.
これで修行してあの澄ました顔のクソガキよりも絶対に強くなってくださいね。
Na!
今からかな。
Yes. Go for it. You have the time.
腕をこわきつい。腕はここですよ。そしてやつにこう言うんです。その程度か、ゴミカスが。
He wants to teach you, you know, to have a certain attitude. But Tanjiro is too nice for that.
いや違う。そこまでは言えない。言うんです。いや。
It's not him.
それは言わないにしても、時藤君はすごかった。
Okay, he's amazing, you know, for fighting. But as a person, you know, as a human being, he doesn't care about anything, anyone.
頑張ってください。もう一度言います。顔上げて。
You were supposed to get better, Tanjiro.
相手の動きを見てから判断して動いてるんじゃないんだ。だからダメなんですよ。わかります？本当に今までよく生きてこられましたね、鬼殺隊で。全てが俺の言ったことができるようになるまで食べ物あげませんから。
Oh, he's training you hard.
途中、雨が降ったため命は繋がったが。俺、三途の川を渡りかける。
And?
空腹でめまいを起こし、川に落下。何やら温かい人の手にもぎもぎと揉まれているようだった。ふと水底を見ると何かが光っていたので、この光る石は水の中でも匂いがした。この匂いは月の糸とは違う匂い。左側頭部、首、右胸。
You're beginning to predict his moves. You got it!
一撃入りましたね、炭治郎さん。食べ物あげましょう。おにぎりと梅干し。
You deserve it.
前よりもずっとよくわかる。体力も戻ってついていけて。この匂いは月の糸よりも早い段階で来る。よし、入る。渾身の一撃。でも壊れたら。
Don't hesitate.
壊れてもいい。
Okay, do it.
炭治郎さん、人が良すぎる。
No, I know.
そこでためらったら誰よりも強くなってほしい。炭治郎さん、大丈夫ですか？ごめん、借りた刀が折れちゃった。
You did it! The mystery weapon? A sword inside. It was... It's that! It's the mystery weapon, right? That was a cool episode. It confirmed, you know, some little things. At first, I thought that it would give me also a lot of new questions, and in fact, no. That's it. That's messy. Let's do it again. What it confirmed to us this episode, the fact that that vision that Tanjiro had before, it was upper one. He doesn't know that it's upper one, but it was upper one. Before or after he became upper one, no matter what, it was that soldier that everyone is talking about right there, that famous soldier who was so great and all, who met one of Tanjiro's ancestors because it can't be his dad. The fact that it was 300 years ago, so it can't be Tanjiro's dad, it's Tanjiro's ancestors. That guy, you know, during that time, we don't know if he was already or not upper one. For me, he was not upper one because he saved Tanjiro's dad, and also, you know, his appearance is different than the appearance of upper one. Or maybe upper one can change his appearance. Or not, you know, like, it's two theories like that, like, was he already upper one or not? Like, I want to say that he was not upper one when he met Tanjiro's dad, because he saved him and because he didn't look like that, but at the same time he said that he did bad stuff, that he's not someone good. That's something that a demon would say. So, I don't know. With that, you know, with the fact that it's Tanjiro's ancestors and not dad or just granddad, it's really an ancestor, I'm still wondering, you know, about the fact that everyone looks like each other. Does it mean that upper one or just that person, you know, that fighter is a member of that family, you know, is also an ancestor of Tanjiro or not? Maybe not. Again, we can't know. And also, how, when Tanjiro's ancestors, you know, began to have these earrings, began to have these marks on their foreheads, you know, again on that flashback, this ancestor didn't have it. So when it was, how it happened, we don't know it also. But we have the confirmation that it was really Tanjiro's ancestors, that this guy was a fighter 300 years ago, that this flashback happened 300 years ago, that this guy, you know, who was with the Hashira, the Mist Hashira, it's not a guy, it's not someone, it was a doll based on that fighter, to make him really look like that fighter and be that good. They made him with 6 arms. That's amazing. This Mist Hashira, I think that he wanted that much to fight against him because of the fact that this Hashira, he wants to train to fight upper one. I mean, this Hashira knows that upper one is like that. I think so. He didn't know about the mystery weapon. Clearly, that mystery weapon inside of that doll was put right there by the ancestors of Kotetsu, that's his name, by the kid, you know, his ancestors. That kid is nice. Okay, he's really rough, you know, as a trainer. It's really not what he's supposed to be, but in a way he's good at it because Tanjiro obeyed, and at the end Tanjiro learned a new technique, and now he can also predict the moves of his enemies. So far it's true, you know, with all of what Tanjiro he learned, you know, he was trained to, it was really a lot about him attacking. Right there he learned also how to defend himself, at least how to predict, you know, what his enemies moves can be. So that's great, and because of that the kid was good, you know, with this training. So if you can't make sword, if you can't make dance, maybe you can train people. Maybe it can be something for you. Like there's the door that you were supposed to protect that much, you know, with that key and all. That door is broken, so that's it, like no one can use it anymore. The sword, it's called, you know, that mystery sword. We're gonna learn more about it during the next episode, you know, about how it was made, maybe the abilities of that sword, maybe it can do stuff in particular. Because of that, we need the return of another swordsmith, and I think that we're gonna have it. We saw that he's right there, he's around. And he heard also what Tanjiro said. That's cool because he saw how Tanjiro is, you know, the fact that he's so respectful with the job that they are making, and that he really has respect for what they are doing, and also that's really cool. About the Mist Hashira, really at first I was misguided, you know, by what was happening, because the fact that he didn't remember that Nezuko was inside of that box, I was really like, okay, so it means that it's not you, like something is happening, maybe you're controlled by someone else, and it would explain the fact that you're so mean with that kid, and again, not only physically but also verbally, to talk like that to just a kid, it's awful. Tanjiro is said that what the guy said was mostly the truth. I'm not even sure like that I believe into that. Some of it maybe was true, but the fact that it was said like that, the fact that it was so mean and all, for me it's changing all of the speech and it's making the speech wrong. Do you understand what I mean? So because of the guy being mean during that moment, because of the guy attacking verbally, physically the kid, because of the fact that he wanted that much that key, we didn't have the answer about what was happening, we didn't know that it was a doll and stuff like that. Because of he didn't remember about Nezuko, I really thought that he was controlled by someone and something like that. But after that, we had that moment with him also who didn't remember who was Tanjiro. So clearly the fact that he's so dreamy and all, it's going also with the fact that he has no memories about people, and it's going also with the fact that he doesn't care about anything, about anyone, and he can treat people like that by not remembering them, but also by being physically and verbally mean with people, even with kids, even with colleagues, if we can say it like that. Clearly, so far, I'm not a fan of the guy. You know, if you saw my reaction videos about the previous seasons, you know that I was not a fan of another Hashira because of his attitude, but it was mostly because the guy was really like bragging a lot and really so pretentious, and also how he was treating girls. I was not a fan of it, but it was something, you know, like his attitude was annoying, you know, just that, and it was really these aspects of his attitude which were annoying, but for the rest of the guy I was okay with it and I was going with it and stuff like that. Right there, it's not aspects, you know, of his attitude, it's all of his attitude that I don't approve, and it's not like I think that they are annoying, it's I think that they are bad, that they are making him someone bad. Like, okay, he's on the good side, he's an Hashira, he wants to do good. Right there, he wanted to train with that doll because he wants to train, you know, to be able to fight upper one. It's something good, you know, like he has good reasons behind that. But there is a difference between having good reasons and what you're doing, you know, to to do things like, again, one of the mojos into my life, it can be a reason, it can't be an excuse. Like, you can have that reason to do stuff, it can't be an excuse to justify the fact that you're mean with people and all. And even more, because right there it seems in fact to be about all of him, like he is like that. It's not related to his purpose, his reasons. I'm saying that, that mojo, normally it's more like when something bad happened to you and because of that bad thing which happened to you, you're acting like that. I'm saying most of the time, okay, you can have a reason to be like that right now because of something bad which happened to you into the past, but it can't be an excuse because you can choose to act differently, to be impacted by that thing in a different way, to do something else with it, to work on yourself, stuff like that. So right there, the mojo is used for a different thing, but it's still the case, It's not even his motives, his purpose, which is making him like that. It's really him who is like that. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be a fan of this character. Oh. Okay, he's a good fighter. For sure he's a good fighter, we saw that. But, as a human being, not sure. That was a cool episode. The beginning of it was a little messy, with a lot of stuff, mostly because they confused me a lot with the fact that he didn't remember Nezuko, with that person who was in fact a doll, to learn that little by little about the guy, about the doll. It helped, but it was after me being confused during a moment, like, that Hashira is acting mean, is with someone looking like someone mean, so maybe he's controlled by that thing. In fact, it's a doll, so it can't be controlled. So what is happening with the guy? Cool, that was a cool episode. I think that I'm gonna put the full action part for it on my Patreon, if you can be interested by that. To have this full action part with full opacity, so it means, also not all of the cuts, like, again, it's the full action part. So if you want to support me and to have these advantages of having each episode one day sooner with a full of an extended direction part, come on my Patreon. It was cool, I appreciated this episode. Even if I was mad beginning it, even if I went mad a little during it, at the end, it's a cool episode. Again, I'm sorry that I began this video being mad. I was mad, but I know that the majority of you, I was not mad at you, you're just nice, you're respectful and all. I was mad at a minority of you, and I'm so sorry that the majority of you had to suffer the beginning of this intro with me being mad. But again, I think that you can understand that. I'm sorry. I really hope that it's gonna be the last time that I'm gonna be forced to make an intro like that. But again, now I'm not only gonna delete spoilers comments, I'm also gonna block people everywhere. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.